love most or worst. Strap in for every ride, every time. Protect your family, stay alive, and avoid the fines. Buckle up, Trinidad and Tobago.
Alejandra, you're still alive. Mr. Alejandro! Mrs. Lucia! Mrs. Lucia, come quick, Mr.
Alejandro! My goodness! You're so... Sophia!
Don't miss the gripping drama Cabo. Sundays at 8 p.m. only on CNC3.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Recession have you down? Don't lose hope. Head on down to Tire Clinic for the recession deals. Big savings with our road hazard warranty on Dunlop, Sumitomo, and Falcon tires. Available at Tire Clinic, Couva, Chaguanas, and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need. Call 636-8973 or 636-2958. Time check. Courtesy of Live by Nature's Way. Distributed by H&J Enterprises Limited.
Every time I look into the baby, sometimes I come out, look into the baby, she's hiding under the...
Grieving mother calls for death penalty after Couva Play Park killing. Pan Trinbago president signals plan to scrap medium band category. Exeter seals back-to-back panorama title with Voices Can't Behave.
Coming up in sport, West Indies deliver a commanding performance against Nepal to secure their spot in the Super 8 of the T20 World Cup.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Doris Polo and this is the Weekend News here on CNC3. Thanks for joining us. The mother of a young woman killed in a brazen daylight shooting in Couva is calling on the Prime Minister to enforce the death penalty. Pamela Clark, the mother of Amelia Hernandez, says she has not watched the video of the attack that claimed her daughter's life. Hernandez and her ex-boyfriend, Devon Tousse, were shot dead by a gunman at the Jade Court Play Park shortly after 2 p.m. on Friday. The shooting unfolded in front of their 3-year-old daughter and other children who had been playing nearby. Clark says the child is now left without her parents and is emotionally scarred by what she witnessed. She is urging the government to take stronger action to confront violent crime.
Please, Miss Kamala, Sister, I would like to see the hangman back in effect. I agree with you 100% when you keep saying this is a lawless dump that we are living in. I fall victim of that today. Daylight, 2:30 in the day. My daughter was slain, slaughtered, executed in front of her child, a 3-year-old child, who is now traumatized. And I have to deal with it, and I don't know how to deal with it.
Clark believes her daughter was killed because she knew the identity of the gunman. She says Hernandez was also the mother of a 12-year-old boy and that both children are struggling to cope, particularly her 3-year-old granddaughter who witnessed her mother's killing.
I know the baby is traumatized. Every time I look into the baby, sometimes I come out, look into the baby, she's hiding under the... She's hiding under the table. And asking her to come out, and she will see the gunman coming. And every time it melts my heart, you know, to see she's so traumatized.
No arrests have been made. Couva North MP Jaylene John says murders fell by 42% under the last UNC administration and accuses the opposition of blocking crime-fighting measures, including ZOSO legislation. However, opposition leader Penelope Beckles has rejected claims that she supports crime because the PNM did not back ZOSO, calling the accusation unfounded. Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander says the government is keeping all of its options open, including the possibility of reintroducing the death penalty. Speaking to reporters during Children's Carnival celebrations in Tunapuna, Alexander said the government is prepared to use any lawful and decisive measures to confront violent crime.
If doing that will generate the kind of energy that we need from the population to treat with crime, to assist, then we'll do just that,
Alexander described the recent double murder in Couva as deeply troubling and said the Prime Minister was also unsettled by the attack. Asked whether he was satisfied with the current detection rate for murders, the minister said more must be done.
I am never satisfied. I stay hungry for knowledge and hungry enough to protect my people by any lawful means necessary.
When asked what message he had for the suspect in Friday's killing, Alexander warned him to surrender or face potentially fatal consequences. Continuing with crime news, a 19-year-old Venezuelan national has been killed following a violent altercation outside a bar in San Fernando. Police say Jesus Carlos Civedre and his brother were involved in an argument with 3 Trinidadian men, reportedly over women inside the establishment. The dispute escalated into a physical confrontation. Investigators say the brothers were chased to the corner of Imrie and Rigsby Streets, where bottles were thrown. Shortly after 5 a.m., Civedre attempted to escape by climbing a nearby wall, but was caught and fatally chopped. Police say the teenager lived in Gasparillo. Investigations are continuing. It's time now for a break. We'll be right back.
Every day brings moments that matter. A laugh with friends, a walk outdoors, time with the family. With Acten's gender-specific underwear, you don't have to hold back. Specifically designed for men and women, Acten's provides a comfortable fit, ultimate absorbency you can rely on, and breathable comfort that helps you feel fresh all day. Feel secure, feel confident, feel free to live life your way. Find your freedom with Acten's gender-specific underwear.
Folks, take a look at all these medical conditions. What does it have in common? This, ITIS. But what does ITIS really mean?
The suffix itis denotes inflammation of a specified organ or tissue.
ITIS really means inflammation. How do we combat chronic inflammation? Through lifestyle changes. Then, and only then, make sure you're getting enough omega-3 fatty acids.
Always consult a qualified medical professional before starting any supplements.
Welcome to the Socodrome 2026. Now, a lot of you have questions about the new setup, but don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's go. New location, but same settings, same vibes. Now, Carnival is all about the people, so we're building bleachers just for spectators and our Carnival lovers. We've built bleachers for all of our patrons that are safe and covered. Now, we know Socodrome is one of the most popular venues for Carnival Tuesday, so everyone can't fit in. We are gonna have ample seating for everyone on this level, and it goes all the way around. And as you can see, it's an amazing view of the stage. Now, this is a view, but an even better view on Carnival Tuesday. So, as you can see, same Socodrome, different location, but same vibes, same settings. Masqueraders and patrons, we've got you covered.
The sound of steel once again echoed across the Queen's Park Savannah as Exodus claimed its 5th Panorama title, edging past semi-final winners BP Renegades in a highly anticipated showdown. Ian Weason was there as the celebrations rang out over Port of Spain.
That's how you celebrate winning back-to-back Panorama titles. Exodus beat 10 other bands to win the coveted title for the 5th time. Playing Voices Care Behave at the Carnival capital, Queen's Park Savannah. Manager Ainsworth Mohammed details how they were able to improve from second in the semi-finals to overtake BP Renegades to win.
Panorama is a thing that really takes two things to happen. One is a big opening, a big ending, and inside of there we get 3 or 4 hours. And that's where we win Panorama.
BP Renegades played Sparrow's Lizard. Nutrient Silver Stars was third with Respectfully Yours. Despers, All Stars and Skiffle Bunch rounded up the top half, with Cats and Jammers finishing 7th in their large band's debut. Ian Wason, CNC3 News.
Thanks so much, Ian, for that report. Meanwhile, Pan Trinbago President Beverly Ramsey Moore says she intends to meet with Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar after Carnival to discuss the role the Steelpan movement can play in tackling crime. Speaking against the backdrop of Panorama celebrations, Ramsey Moore said structured youth involvement in Pan programs can serve as a powerful tool for social development.
I think it is important to have that conversation. Pan Trinbago, head of government, head of Pan Trinbago, and we sit and we say, listen, we too want to play a role in the form of being a good social safety net to capture those young minds in the Panyard and use the music as a vehicle for positive social transformation. Here we have in Carnival, and here we are on the stage, and yes, we are having a good time, but we are much more than that.
Turning to the future of Panorama, Ramsey Moore is signaling possible changes to the competition structure. She says the medium band category may be reconsidered.
Cats and Jammers moving into the large band category had to do with me as a leader, you know. If I had put that to a vote in the Panyard, they would have remained and ruled the medium, because as you know, they've won the hat-trick. But it is very important to move up. And I am seeing in the future that we may end up with only 2 categories, which is the small and the large, because the medium is dwindling.
Well, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says Stink and Dutty can return to Chaguaramas next year, despite it causing hours of traffic in West Trinidad last weekend. She also took aim at the 3 opposition MPs who complained about the devastating effect the traffic gridlock had on their constituents. She said those MPs had no care when other constituencies were being inconvenienced by FETs at the Brian Lara Stadium, telling CNC3 News, quote, "The PNM wanted FET, so take FET now." Sources close to the organizers say traffic management systems were in place, but there were failed attempts to hire shuttles on land and sea. They added that despite their best efforts, police officers could not manage the traffic. Kitty's Carnival brought color and excitement to the streets of Port of Spain this weekend, but for many downtown vendors, the crowds have not yet translated into strong sales. Peter Christopher visited Independence Square and South Quay to gauge the mood among vendors for this report.
Kitty's Carnival took over Port of Spain this weekend, but many downtown vendors are saying It's slow. Last year was pretty better. It's kind of slow this year. Well, it's still early. We still have Monday and Tuesday to see what.
But vendor Isabel Keane hopes that Monday and Tuesday will bring her better tidings. Paulette James, another Independent Square vendor, shares her view.
It was kind of slow yesterday, but I don't know what's really going to happen today. I hope for the best. And tomorrow and the other day. But I know on a Monday this be good.
Looking forward to the adult parade of bands was indeed a common motif, especially for Nicole Batiste, who came out early on Sunday to sell chow after being away on Saturday.
The whole weekend has been busy for me. I just sell chow and them kind of things, so I just be real busy. I don't know with this party, I don't know.
What time can this start on Sunday?
8 o'clock. So this kind of hindering sales right now.
However, there were some that were more optimistic.
Well, after COVID, last year wasn't so bad. This year seems not to be so bad again because yesterday we had a lot of train bands. Just had to finish early. But we had spectators coming along. So we're hoping today, well, tomorrow to see big bands coming down. The train will come back out again this afternoon.
Yolanda Parson was also happy with returns that her Caribbean Slushy Labs stall had seen in its first foray downtown.
Right, so sales have been pretty good for me. This is our first time doing downtown. Normally we are in events. So yeah, everything's seems pretty well. I look forward to Monday and Tuesday for sure.
But the snow cone vendors we interviewed had mixed views.
No complaint. It was good so far.
While grateful for every sale he made, Terence Phillip is a bit concerned about the Savannah restrictions.
To me, every year, the Carnival and them, especially this year, who's running the Savannah, they're eliminating the small men because snow cone men don't have nothing to do with the boots. Snow cone men on a bike pushing. You don't have snow cone men coming to Savannah.
However, he says he was impressed with how smooth Kiddies Carnival ran on Saturday. Peter Christopher, CNC3 News.
Now, as the race for the Road March title intensifies, we hit the streets to ask, of the 18 contenders vying for this year's crown, who do you think will emerge victorious in one of the season's most anticipated showdowns?
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
I strongly believe Marshall Montano performance will win the road march. Why? Because the fact that he can have the crowd moving and Carnival is higher crowd moving.
Right now for me it's either Voicey or Bungie, yeah.
Why?
Because we be real, it's Carnival time and who not feeling for woman and rum and roadman could still have a slight chance, yeah.
Marshall Montano. Why? Because of his good vibes and energy with that song.
Well, the gentleman himself, Mr. Marshall.
Why?
All because he have a record to break. And he want to, and they'll give him it.
I think the Bungie song will win.
Why?
I think it has a lot of character, it has a lot of good vibes, it's moving everybody.
Bungie. Why?
Because he good character, man. The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
Well, the streets of San Fernando were transformed into a spectacle of color and rhythm as young masqueraders took center stage for Kiddies Carnival. 13 bands crossed the southern city this year, with participants ranging from babes in arms to teenagers. Under clear skies, the children chipped and danced through the parade route, bringing energy and pageantry to the annual celebration. San Fernando Mayor Robert Parris described the event as a major success, praising the creativity of the costumes and the vibrant display from the young revelers.
We will not be judging and having any competition, right? But there's rules within every competition. So we want to make sure, right, even though we're not having a competition, that person still follows some type of criteria moving forward, right? The reason why we're not having a competition, again, as we stated, is because of the funding.
Despite there being no competition, the young masqueraders lit up the streets with boundless energy and infectious vibes as they danced and paraded through San Fernando.
I like the fun in it. I like to see the costumes or whatever, and like how they build the costumes, and like I like to portray and dance around.
Police maintained a strong presence along the route, ensuring the festivities flowed smoothly and without incident. Still to come in sport, TNT's Emma Gatcliffe competes against top alpine skiers at the 2026 Winter Olympics.
Folks, take a look at all these medical conditions. What does it have in common? This, ITIS. But what does ITIS really mean?
The suffix itis denotes inflammation of a specified organ or tissue.
ITIS really means inflammation. How do we combat chronic inflammation? Through lifestyle changes. Then, and only then, make sure you're getting enough omega-3 fatty acids.
Always consult a qualified medical professional before starting any supplements.
Visit Tire Clinic Marketing, New Truck and OTR Tire Service Center at number 30 and 32 Montrose Main Road, Chabonas. Call today at 665-8973 or 672-3419. Alignment services available. Tire Clinic Marketing, Truck and OTR Service Center. A tire for every need.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Are you tired of the same old boring drive home from work? Look no further. Get ready for the ultimate after-work rush with Freedom 106.5 FM's The Overdrive with Davey. Mondays to Fridays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let Davey take you on a thrilling ride of non-stop entertainment and education. He covers the topics of the day, delves into the latest food and lifestyle trends, and brings dynamic guests from exciting professions to share their professional stories and experiences. Take advantage of this energizing and engaging experience. Tune into Freedom 106.5 FM, Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for The Overdrive with Davey, the ultimate way to end your day with a bang.
Welcome back. Bowling off tonight's sport action, West Indies delivered a composed and commanding performance against Nepal this morning to secure their spot in the Super 8, reinforcing their reputation as one of the most dangerous teams in the ICC T20 World Cup tournament. Rajiv Surat Singh has the highlights.
Asked to bat first, Nepal found themselves in immediate trouble as the West Indies bowling unit struck early and often. Akil Hussain set the tone by removing Kershal Bertel. Before Matthew Ford and Jason Holder tightened the screws, Nepal limped to 22 for 3 at the end of the power play, the lowest power play total in T20 World Cup history. Holder was outstanding, claiming 4 for 27, including a devastating opening spell that left Nepal reeling. To their credit, Nepal fought back. Dipendra Singh Airy anchored a recovery with a composed 58 from 47 balls, sharing a vital 54-run partnership with Sompal Kami to lift Nepal to 133 for 8. A late surge in the final overs gave their total some respectability, but it was always going to be a challenge in defence against a powerful Caribbean batting lineup. In reply, West Indies wasted little time asserting dominance after the early loss of Brandon King. Captain Shea Hope and Shimron Hetmeyer took full control. Hope struck an unbeaten 61, blending elegance with authority, while Hetmeyer's fluent 46 ensured there would be no twist in the chase. The target was comfortably overhauled in just 15.2 overs. With 3 consecutive wins, West Indies now sit atop Group C with 6 points, building serious momentum at the business end of the tournament. Clinical with the ball and explosive with the bat, two-time champions are looking every bit like genuine title contenders once again. Rajiv Surat Singh, CNC3 Sport.
Staying with World Cup action, in one of the more anticipated matches of the World Cup, India beat Pakistan by 61 runs at Colombo. Ian Wason has the highlights, as well as USA's win over Namibia.
Pakistan were contemplating to boycott the match but decided against it and came to Colombo with 2 wins in the tournament. India were put into bat first and scored 175 for 5 from their 20 overs. Ishan Kishan was their best batsman with 77 and captain Surya Kumar Yadav made 32. They also got contributions from Tilak Varma and Shivam Dubey, who scored 25 and 27 respectively. Pakistan's best bowler was Saim Ayub, who got 3 for 25. Pakistan, in their response, were bowled out for 114 in 18 overs. Usman Khan got a top score of 44 and Shaheen Shah Afridi got 23 as Pakistan was 61 runs short and handed India the Group A win to be a perfect 6 points on top of the table. Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah, Azhar Patel and Varun Chakravarti all took 2 wickets each as India booked a not out, and skipper Munak Patel getting to 52. Gerard Erasmus and Willem Myberg each took 2 wickets. Sport.
Thanks, Ian. At the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympic Games in Italy, Emma Gatcliffe proudly represented Trinidad and Tobago in the women's giant slalom, competing against the world's top alpine skiers. Following her male compatriot Nikhil Alain on Saturday, Gatcliffe returned a 45th position overall with a combined time of 2:28.19 after completing both runs. She was the lone athlete from the Caribbean to compete in the event. Tomorrow, the TNT bobsled team will begin their quest for glory at 10 a.m. The NBA All-Star Weekend culminates this evening with the main event as the league's mid-season showcase shifts into high gear with the 75th All-Star Game. Unlike past exhibitions, this year's contest is staged as a 3-team tournament featuring 2 U.S. squads and a world team, a bold new format designed to spark real competition and highlight the NBA's global talent. Action tips off with Team World squaring off against USA Stars in the opening 12-minute game. 2 additional short games follow USA Stripes versus the Game 1 winner and then the Game 1 loser before the top 2 teams battle in the All-Star Championship later in the evening. It's time now for another break. Stay with us.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Folks, take a look at all these medical conditions. What does it have in common? This, ITIS. But what does ITIS really mean?
The suffix itis denotes inflammation of a specified organ or tissue.
ITIS really means inflammation. How do we combat chronic inflammation? Through lifestyle changes. Then, and only then, make sure you're getting enough omega-3 fatty acids.
Always consult a qualified medical professional before starting any supplements.
She love the roti, she love the choka, she love the baigan. You ever jump in a car after a fete knowing that the driver more tipsy than you? Yeah, you make it home, but not everybody lucky like you. No, we're not taking that chance in Carnival 2026, all right? We're making better choices. Choose a designated driver or book a ride. Remember, better choices, safer Carnival. I could pick mango, I could pick guava, I could pick tamarind. We're making better choices, so designate a driver. Follow! Roti, she love the choka, she love the baigan.
A 90-year-old Trinidadian woman has died after being found outside in freezing conditions in New York City. Doreen Ellis was discovered in the back of her apartment building on January 26th after temperatures plunged to 19 degrees Fahrenheit during a snowstorm. Her nephew, Neil Ellis, who traveled from Virginia to visit her regularly, said she had dementia and he cannot understand why she went outside, describing where she was found as not easily accessible. An investigation into her death is ongoing. Now for a look at tomorrow's weather forecast. The Met Office says it will be mostly fair, slightly hazy and at times breezy, except for some isolated overnight and morning showers. Tomorrow's maximum forecast temperature in Trinidad is 31 degrees, while Tobago will experience a high of 30 degrees Celsius. Seas are moderate, with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and up to 1 meter in sheltered areas. On that note, I bid you good evening on behalf of the entire team here at CNC3. We leave you with this presentation from KL and Associates from Kiddies Carnival in Roxborough. It's titled We Folklore and is led by the traditional carnival character, the Bookman. Do enjoy.
Associates 2026 presentation. We folklore and this is our category traditional.
You're watching CNC3.